How did enslaved people use covert resistance? Imagine living under harsh conditions where speaking out could mean punishment or worse. Enslaved people found clever ways to fight back without risking everything openly. They used secret methods to challenge their oppressors and keep their spirits alive. These acts of covert resistance helped them hold onto their dignity and push back against the system that tried to break them. One common way was working more slowly. Enslaved individuals would deliberately reduce their pace, making it harder for plantation owners to meet their production goals. This slowed down the economy of slavery without openly defying the overseers. They also pretended to be sick or injured, which allowed them to skip work temporarily and avoid exhausting labor. Sometimes they damaged tools or equipment, like breaking plows or mending fences poorly, to disrupt plantation operations and reduce profits. Stealing was another form of covert resistance. Enslaved people took food, clothing, or tools to help themselves or their families survive. These stolen items often went toward repairing clothing or feeding loved ones, giving them a small measure of independence. They also used their knowledge of medicinal plants to care for themselves and others, asserting control over their health despite neglect from their enslavers. Another tactic was withholding information or pretending not to understand instructions. This disrupted communication and made it harder for overseers to control their workers. Many kept their African traditions and spiritual practices secret, which helped preserve their cultural identity and foster community resilience. Singing, dancing, or praying in secret kept their spirits strong and maintained a connection to their roots. These acts of covert resistance were widespread because they could be done by almost anyone, regardless of age or strength. They were hard for enslavers to detect or prove, making them a constant form of defiance. Though less visible than rebellions or escapes, these small acts helped enslaved people resist daily oppression and maintain hope. The risks of getting caught were high, including whipping, being sold away from family, or even death. Still, they persisted because these acts were ways to reclaim some control and humanity in a brutal system. This kind of resistance shows how resilient and resourceful Black Americans were during slavery. They fought back not just through open rebellion but through everyday acts of survival and defiance. These small, secret acts kept their communities alive and their spirits unbroken, proving that even in the darkest times, hope and resistance can flourish.